am Heather Lancaster with ScentSationals, and today we're going to take a look at some masculine and outdoor fragrances. But before we do that, I wanted to talk a little bit about how to change the fragrances once you've warmed them and there's either fragrance left or no fragrance left. So the first method is my favorite, and when all of the fragrance has kind of dissipated out of your fragrance cubes and you're ready to throw the cube out and put a new cube in, this is what I like to do. I take the little tray off of my warmer and I pop it into my freezer. Then, after about 10 minutes sitting in there, you're going to find that the dish is cool, and the dish actually cools faster than the wax, or at a different rate, so that the wax fragrance pops right out of there. Did you see how easy that was? So now I've got this. I can either recycle it, make it into a little potpourri cube of wax, pour it in an ice cube tray, remelt it. You could melt it and put it onto pine cones to burn in your fireplace, or you can just toss that out and you're all ready to put a new fragrance cube in. Now, your second option for switching your fragrances is that if there's still fragrance left in them, you can actually open up the little clam pack that your fragrance comes in and then carefully take the heated wax and pour it right back into there. It's not going to be so hot that it melts the plastic. Let it sit still for a little bit, solidify, and then you can reuse those fragrances. So those are just a couple of tips for the day. Let's move on. We've got 4 great fragrances to review. Oh, they're going to be Adventure, Intrigue, what have we got? Dusk, and Maverick. These are all from our outdoors and masculine sections on our website at ScentSationals.com. Fun fragrances. You do have a chance to win them, so stay tuned and check out these fun fragrances with me. Maverick. This one isn't smelling anything like I anticipated it to. The description reads, the clean scent of wild musk and bold woods ain't like no other. So I was really expecting more of a cologne-based fragrance on this one. Very masculine, outdoorsy. Maverick seems kind of cowboy to me. But when I open it up, I think the overwhelming feel that I get out of this fragrance is clean. And so it's a really kind of a bright fragrance, almost a little tiny bit sweet. The musk is an undertone. It's not really prominent in the fragrance. I'm gonna pop this one in my warmer actually. I'm excited to see how the blended fragrance warms together, because it's always a little bit different to warm a fragrance than to just have the cold throw off of it. This one, I don't know, this is quite nice. Again, very clean. Oh, maybe a tiny little hint of pine in this one. That might be the outdoors coming into play. It's a very fresh fragrance, and this is one that I personally would warm during the daytime. I think while it is kind of a masculine and outdoors fragrance, that little hint of sweetness to it makes it very kind of generic as far as male or female goes. I like it. Like I said, I'm excited to see how this one warms. I think maybe if you've smelled this fragrance before, I would love to hear your opinion of it and what kind of fragrances you really find prominent in this one. It's nice. Maverick. Dusk. The description on this one reads, evening serenity. And serenity is a great descriptive word for this fragrance because it's all about calm and gentle and just lovely, relaxing fragrances all melded together. We actually had a comment on Facebook this week saying that the person who purchased the fragrance was expecting something a little bit stronger and were surprised that it is a much gentler fragrance. So you could probably warm 2 cubes of this at a time if you wanted to, or if you want to leave it going all day, it's going to be a fragrance that isn't really overwhelming in a space. I actually think this would be a great one for the office because it is a gentle, pretty fragrance with lots of different tones to it that are going to appeal to lots of different people. So smell this guy, and there are all kinds of different fragrances kind of all mixed together in this one. There is lemongrass, there's coriander, there's daffodil. I believe that there's a couple more in there. And actually, if you go to ScentSationals.com, we have beautiful descriptions of all of our fragrances on there. Now, even though there are lots of fragrances in here, they're all very blended together. So it's a little bit hard for me personally to pick out any one of those fragrances. It's very pretty. I would say that this could be a daytime fragrance or an evening fragrance. Like I said, it's very gentle, very calming, very nice. I'm just having a little adventure right now. This is a great fragrance. It is called Adventure, and the description reads, experience the great outdoors. So you're going to find that this is another fragrance that is very bright, very fresh, very natural. You know, I really find that a lot of the outdoor fragrances could be spa fragrances because they just have that natural kind of richness to them that isn't overwhelming and is just, you know, really beautiful. This one, I would have to say, the overwhelming fragrance to it is a little bit more on the spicy side than on the sweet side. I think there's a little bit of musk in here. I can probably smell maybe some oak or even a little bit of pine. I think that's that outdoor flavor coming into it. And it's not a super strong fragrance again. This is one that you could warm all day. I think I would like it as a daytime fragrance. I think it would be perfect in the bathroom, back to that kind of spa outdoorsy feeling. It is very pretty and very natural. If you're looking for something that's not going to, completely overwhelm all your senses and just sit and calm and soothe you and bring you the bright freshness of outdoors, then this is a really great choice. Intrigue is a wonderful fragrance, and this is a really popular seller online at ScentSationals.com. The description reads, the captivating ambiance of warm amber, and it's almost on the verge of an exotic outdoor fragrance, if that makes sense. If you've traveled a lot and you've smelt, sandalwood and amber and kind of some of those more luxurious outdoor fragrances, then this is really going to remind you of that. There's also citrus in this fragrance, which brightens it up and gives it a really fresh, beautiful scent. This one is from our outdoors section of the website, and I think that you're going to find it is a beautiful daytime or evening fragrance. I think it could be warmed absolutely anywhere in your house, whether it's kitchen or bedroom or family room. It is a very versatile and unique fragrance. I also think that this is a fragrance that one cube is going to do the trick. It's not a really light fragrance, but it's not a really strong fragrance either. One cube is going to warm and enter your atmosphere and make it beautiful without being overwhelming, and it's going to last for quite a while. That one's really nice. Intrigue. If your goal is to make the inside of your house smell like the great outdoors, these are all wonderful selections. They're a little on the masculine side. They'd be perfect for the man in your life to appeal to them, or maybe to warm on Father's Day. Anyway, you look at it, I'm liking all four of these. I would love to also send all four of these out to a lucky winner. So be sure to leave me a comment here at YouTube. Tell me which one of these sounds like it would appeal to you most, or if you've worn them before, I would love to hear your reviews as well. Also, be sure to follow the link below. That's going to take you over to our blog and Rafflecopter, where you can also put in daily entries on our Facebook page and at Twitter. So, good luck to everybody, and we will see you again next week.